What's up, everybody? In case you've never heard it like this, here are Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps. Baby step number 1, save $1,000 in your emergency fund. It'll make it so much easier to continue paying off debt if you're not having to worry about paying a speeding ticket out of the money you were planning on using to pay off your debt. Baby step number 2. Pay off all debt except the house using the debt snowball. List out all of your debts from smallest to largest. Pay minimum payments on everything except your smallest debt amount. Put every single extra dollar you have towards that lowest debt amount. And most people would say, shouldn't I tackle the big one first since I'm getting the most interest on that one? And Dave's response will be that the sense of victory that you get from paying off the small ones will give you the momentum you need to be able to tackle the big one, or big ones. Baby step number 3, save 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Your debt is now paid off and you should feel like you have some extra cash coming in. So instead of blowing that on something you don't need, save it until you have 3 to 6 months of living expenses in your savings account. This will protect you against big life events like losing a job or your car breaking down. The goal of baby step number 3 would be to already have those funds set aside so that if any of these things ever come up, you don't have to go back into debt to get out of it. Baby step number 4, invest 15% of your household income towards retirement. You're now debt free, you have a cushion in the bank just in case anything happens. So rather than continuing to just put money in the savings account, you should invest it so that it turns into more money. Check out my video on why saving isn't enough for more info on that topic. To quote Dave directly, if you're still working at 67, it should be because you want to, not because you have to. Without baby step number 4, you're going to be working until you can't no more. Baby step number 5, save for your kids' college fund. The average in-state tuition in the US for a 4-year degree is $102,000. If you have 3 kids that want to go to college, that's going to hurt. But now that you're out of debt, you can do everything you can to prevent your kids from also going into debt. Now, maybe you can't save $300,000 by the time they're going to college, but if you can ease their burden even just a little bit, it's worth it. Baby step number 5 is one of the ones that I'm on the fence about. College is already losing some of the prestige that it once had with employers. So when my kids go to college, not only is it going to be so much more expensive, but there's a chance that a degree will mean even less to employers in the future. In which case, using that money for them to go to trade school or to start their own business might be a better decision. Baby step number 6, pay off your house early. At this point in the baby steps, your house should be the only thing between you and being completely debt-free. The only thing you'd have to worry about at that point is putting food on the table and keeping the lights on. I've shared my thoughts about paying off your house early in a couple of my videos, and I will probably end up doing it one day when I have enough cash to just pay it off. But until then, we're taking the extra money that we would use towards the house and investing it instead. Right now, that's either the stock market or saving for our next investment property. And last but not least, baby step number 7, build wealth and give. I am looking forward to this stage. This is the point in which you've passed the building phase of all your investments, and now you can just enjoy the fruits of your labor. My hope is that this happens by the age of 45, which is 17 years from now. But who knows? A lot could happen between now and then. But ideally, in 17 years, we'd have enough investments built up that those investments are paying us, and we don't have to go to a job for them to give us money. At which point we can then travel and give generously. Dave Ramsey does get a lot of flack from the finance gurus on social media. But if you start his plan early enough, you'll retire a millionaire. And it's pretty hard to give flack to somebody that gave you the plan that made you a millionaire. Could you take on more risk and make even more? Yeah. But if $1 million sounds good to you, then Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps is a great place to start. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.